better than me, yeah.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Washington Redskins and our home team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Gator, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Turn. Protein spill. Switch, switch, switch. Five.
Throwing on first down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Check. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Here we go. Check. Put it 2. Check. Follow.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Incomplete. Reed Williams on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
This is Geis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Play action. Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Haskins will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
He's checking. Watch the ship. Under 10, 10. Switch.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Washington.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a run with Geis. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Let's go now. 15 running. Watch the screen.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Marr able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there.
Every day, any day. Go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you, motion. Hey, hey, hey. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. That's right, baby. Hey, exit. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Who that? Who that? 25. Check 25. Check. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to White. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Haskins to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there, a huge loss.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. On second down, here's Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Now Barkley stripped of the football, and the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 59 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw on second down, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Tillery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. An update now from Oakland. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Back. Lock down.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Watch the curl. 43 is the mic, boys. 43.
On play action, Haskins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll check it down to Geis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Back 15. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. SOS. Check. Alert 3. Hey. Jim.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Watch the slant. 36.
On 3rd down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, Orbit. 53, Mike.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 13. Kill. Watch the twist. Check. Fresno. Hey, watch it.
Hey, seam 6.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, let's go.
To throw again, Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Yes, yes.
Check.
Hey, high 7. Deep river, deep river.
Back to throw. Herbert, complete. It's Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 8.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Check your hot read.
Bravo.
53. Check 53.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. It's caught. This is White. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Kevin White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check 24. Mike 56. Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Motion.
Hey, foxtrot.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Slam.
Bam.
Shit. Slam.
Leo. Now.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? A 1st down run by Barkley, unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Ready up. Pilot. 64. Weak.
Check 56. I got you. Shift.
Go. Now.
Mike's 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chargers on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Protein spill.
Yo. Check safety.
5.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Mike is 15, 6, bullet time.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Buzz.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I got you, punk. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, Echo.
Here I come.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yo, go.
56.
Hey, exit.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, wahoo. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check nickel.
Hey, Haywood.
Shoot. Kill.
Hit it.
On 4th down, Herbert. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Haskins dumps it off for Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Ain't no such thing as a look. Check.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the run, it's Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.